German took over Poland in 1939, only they didn't take over completely Poland because they were afraid of a second front. So they gave Poland, part of Eastern Poland, to the Russian. So from 39 to 41, we were under Russian occupation. Life was not much difference, only we didn't get killed, and everybody lived a regular life. A lot of Jews lived in Bialistok. We was 65% Jewish. In the street, you could hear Yiddish instead Polish. In 1940, June of 22, 1941, Germany made war on Russia. They called the war Barbarossa, and they occupied all Poland, including Bialistok. On June 27, they put in over 1,000 people in a synagogue, and they burned the people alive, and they didn't let the fire department to put out the fire. And after a while, they rounded up 5,000 men in July. They rounded up 5,000 men, including my father and one of my uncles, took him out to the forest and killed him in mass grave. In August of 1941, 41, they told us to move into a ghetto. In ghetto, life was very tight because we were 65% Jews, and they moved us in to 25% sides of the city. We lived almost 2 families in one room. Because a lot of people didn't work, so they did a deportation of February 25, 1943. My uncle decided to build a hiding place because he figured if they started deport Jews, they'll deport the rest of us. So we built a hiding place in the cellar. In Poland was no hiding place, and we were over there, 40 people, including all my family and people wherever lived in the same apartment. After, in August 16, 1943, the Germans declared to liquidate the ghetto. They came in with tanks, and because we had some people were fighting back, so they went and they put out a few houses on fire, wooden houses, to stop them from coming in, because the power what they had was only guns, and that can not stop tanks. Because of the smoke, we were not far from the fence, so we went out to check. The German waited for us in the yard, and they moved us to outside of the city, where over there was trains waiting us with cargo cars to take us. The only place where was extermination camp was Treblinka. After the 3rd day, they rounded up 500 men, and why they rounded up 500 men, I know now. It's only God willing want us to live. So these 500 men, they put in 3 separate cars and put them on the end of the train. The train went to Treblinka, did 3 cars. They put it on a side rail line, and they came back. The locomotive took us to Majdanek. Majdanek was one of 6 camps I went through. The reason I went from one camp to another, because I always thought this my family left in the hiding place are still alive, and they give me the strength to move from one camp to another. The reason I moved, anytime they ask volunteers to move from one camp to another, I volunteered.